We'll get started in the chair. Just go ahead and allow yourself, close your eyes, maybe drop your chin slightly, and just begin to notice your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. We focus on nasal breathing in yoga. It's a more really efficient way to breathe through the nose rather than through the mouth. And it's also just, it can be more centering, just focusing with the mouth closed if that's comfortable, but focusing on breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, feeling the air coming in through the nostrils, filling the lungs, letting go with the exhale. Hands are relaxed, feet are relaxed. Relax the face. And just set the day aside for a bit and breathe in, breathe out. Bringing some movements to the hands. Maybe gently opening the eyes, reaching the hands out and up. Bringing the palms together, lowering them to the heart space. And just allowing yourself to center into your practice today. Grounding in whenever you feel distracted or wandering. Maybe thinking of a word or a phrase or thought that centers you back. It's natural for our minds to wander, but recognizing that is part of it and just bringing our thoughts back in. So if your eyes are closed, gently opening the eyes. And I want to inhale up with arms overhead, sort of an open V. Inhale and exhale. Just feeling the breath in our chest and ribs. Waking up the body, maybe stretching with the fingers, inhaling and exhaling. And then exhale down and inhale up, palms facing each other. Exhale down. Inhale up, palms facing. Stretching and inhaling, exhaling, pushing down with the elbows. Thinking about the shoulders, the elbows, the hands. The inhale and exhale. And then with our elbows down, we're going to reach up one arm at a time. And I'd like you to inhale for 2 counts. So we're inhaling, inhaling, exhale, exhale. So inhale, exhale. Again, just feeling your breath and your movement. Couple more. And I want you to think on these last couple of really reaching up with your whole shoulder, elbow, hands, activating more than the fingertips, really reaching with your arm. Good, last one, inhaling. Very nice, and giving the shoulders a little roll. Our reach is so much more than just our hands. If you reach one arm forward and put it back down, and then think about your shoulder blade, shoulder, elbow, and fingers, and reach again, your reach is just so much farther. So if you reach with one arm, Put the arm down and then think shoulder blade, shoulder, elbow, reach. It's just much more engaging and activated. Think about our whole body, all of our joints. So arms up overhead, one arm down, reaching away from you, dropping the head, placing the hands on the opposite ear. It's just a gentle encouragement in that direction. If it's too much of a pull, put your hand back in your lap, never straining the neck, but reaching with those straight arms, activating the stretch. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Again, a challenge to really reach with that straight hand, activating the whole arm, the shoulders, the elbow. Inhale and exhale. A nice full breath will really show you what's stretching. And exhale, reaching and stretching. Very nice. Sliding the hand to the other side of the head, lifting it up gently. Never want to strain the neck. Be so careful. Inhale up. Drift the opposite arm down. Hand to the opposite ear. Just gentle encouragement, not pushing. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling the engaged muscles in the arm and neck, reaching out with the fingertips. Breathing in, breathing out. Giving yourself a nice full breath to really feel all the points that are stretching. And then exhaling out any tension, maybe reaching a little bit farther, never to strain. And slowly gliding a hand under the head, gently helping up with the fingertips. And then inhaling, you're going to exhale, look over one shoulder. Inhale back. Exhale over the shoulder. You can do this with the eyes closed if you'd like, or open, whichever, but just inhale, exhale over the shoulder. And then on your next exhale, whichever side, holding over that shoulder. Looking past the shoulder, maybe extending the stretch with the eyes, glancing, stretching out to the corners. Only if that feels good, not if it strains. Inhale and exhale. Feeling the breath, how it fills the lung and the muscles in the neck. Inhale and exhale. Nice if you've stretched the eyes out, closing the eyelids, bringing the head back to center. Opening the eyes, inhale. And on your exhale, over the other shoulder. Extending the eyes here again, if that feels nice. Just an additional stretch, little exercise for the eyes. Never to strain. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Gently closing the eyes if you're stretching them out to center, opening. Little shoulder roll. And now moving into our seated cat-cow. You can open your knees as much or as little as feels good. Maybe even play with it. Maybe try a nice wide knee cat-cow, or maybe in just a little bit more. The important thing is the spine movement. So it'll feel differently in your hips, depending on how wide your knees are. But for our inhale, we're going to point the tailbone out and up, back and up, stretching forward with the heart space, chin lifted slightly. Inhale, exhale, tucking the tailbone, lower and middle back, moving back, upper back, shoulders, chin, tucking in, exhale. So do a few of these with your own breath and movement, feeling your hips, feeling that spine movement. Allowing yourself to really feel where your breath is taking you. Let's do one more full round. Just meet me in neutral. Very nice. Then we're going to come to standing. We're going to move through our chair pose first, bringing our feet under our knees, leaning forward, feeling your balance points shift into your feet. Hands down. Let's try not to use our hands as props if you can do that. And then lifting up. Let's just stay here for a moment, a couple breaths. Nice deep chair bend. Inhale and exhale. Down to the chair. Up a couple inches again. Inhale and exhale. Neutral neck. Down to the chair and then pushing the ground away, reaching up with the arms to standing and float the arms down. Great movement. I'm going to move over where I have a little more space where you can see me. We're going to do our goddess feet and do some different motions with our arms, but finding your goddess feet, most importantly, that the knees aren't over the toes, preferably over the ankles. So if that means a slight bend for you, or if you have a deeper reach, just make sure you can see your big toes. We do this posture a lot. It's so great for all the energy in our whole leg and bringing that energy up our spine. So I encourage you to play with the distance of your feet some. See? So let's put our hands at heart center, just helping us really activate our legs, our core, holding us up, breathing in, breathing out, feeling that strength in our feet. And then we're going to inhale, straight legs, reaching up. Exhale, bending our knees back, prayer. Always, the chair's right there if you need it. That's great. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Make sure you can see your toes. As we activate like this, sometimes our knees fall in. Exhale, back down. Let's be here for 2 breaths. Make sure you can see your big toe. Inhale and exhale. Now inhaling back up. And this time exhaling down, arms straight out. We're going to inhale and exhale over to the side. Inhale. Exhale over to the side. Inhale. One more time each side. We're moving our arms so you forget about your legs. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Nice stretch, stretching out with the fingers. Really strong legs, maybe a little shaking, that's okay. As long as there's no pain. 2 more breaths. Strong feet. Inhaling, arms up, straight legs. And floating the arms down. A little wiggle in the hips, wiggle in the legs. Very nice. Now bringing your awareness to one foot, shifting your weight over into that foot, and then stepping over. Just kind of helps us work our muscle coordination. So if you need to heel toe, that's fine. It's a strain on your knees. But if you really focus on putting your weight over and then step over, you can do that from wider spots in a safer way. We're going to come into a forward bend. Feet about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. A little closer together. See what your body wants to do today. Hands in the crease of your legs. We're going to do our safe forward fold with straight legs and a straight back. Micro bend in the knees always to protect from hyperextending. Inhaling up through the crown. Exhaling, bending at the hips, straight back, neutral head. So we're not going to look forward. We're going to keep the neck in line with the spine. Find your stopping point where your hamstrings or back says that that's enough for you today. Hands on the chair. Challenge to keep your hands on your hips. As long as your back remains straight and your legs remain straight for a hamstring stretch. So for you, this just an inch or 2, that's great. If you have more bendy and can more go forward more, Option to hands on the thighs. I'm using the chair so I can really relax my hamstrings into the stretch. I have really tight hamstrings, so I fight them. So I like to use the chair, relax my straight back, and breathe into the hamstrings. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice long hold here, really making you aware of your feet. If this stretch gets into the fascia on the bottom of your feet. Inhale and exhale, calves. Back of the thighs. Sit bones. Inhale and exhale. Low back. If it's too much, go ahead and you can bend your knees. Just a couple more breaths. Maybe on an exhale, finding a little more bend. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bend the knees to come out of this. Drop the hands down like our chair pose, and then push the ground away, reaching up with the hands. And floating down. Our knee bend and pushing the ground away and reaching with our hands really activates the whole body rather than putting a strain on just cranking your low back up. So using a chair for support or a wall or balance challenge if you'd like with your hands on your hips. We're going to lift one knee. Let's center into our feet. So centering in, choosing more of your foundational foot. Really ground in. It's good not to rush. Breathing in, breathing out. And then we're going to work with one leg with the hip. So we'll lift the knee, move the knee out, or move the leg out, kind of kicking it out, but not kicking it, moving it, and moving it back. Trying to maintain our straight body. Side, back. Bending up, reaching out, reaching back, up, side, back, up. Last time with movement, side, back. And now we're going to hold up. Again, if you want a balance challenge at this point, you can do that. But always great to just hold on and allow yourself really feeling into that hip, keeping our knee parallel to the ground if possible. Inhale and exhale, bending your supporting knee just a little bit. Good, and then kicking out. Flexing the foot, pushing out with the heel. Really activating that whole leg. Draw up through your core. Engage all the muscles, not just your quad holding you up, but push out with that other heel. And then back. Again, really activate that leg. It's not just your supporting leg. Inhale and exhale. Good, and back down gently. Little bicycle out. Everything's awake on that side on my supporting leg. Okay, then the other leg, we're going to bend up, out, back, and trying to make this more about your hip than your standing leg, standing balance. So hold on to something, out, back, up, out, back, out, back. Last time with movement. Up, out, back. And now holding. Grounding through your grounding foot. Inhale and exhale, feeling that strength. Activating your foot on your bent knee. and your bent leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax the face. Good, one more breath. And then out, activating that heel, pushing away, reaching with the heel. Inhale and exhale. Nice inside smile. Good, one more breath. And now back. Reaching with that heel, really activating that leg, stretching out. Grounded through our foot. Two more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. And lowering down. Little wiggle. We're going to do a bit of the forward fold again, but this time we're going to have one leg out, so it changes how it affects your back. So bending forward, you might be able to bend farther, a little bit farther down with one leg up. But I want us to keep our hips in the same direction. So your hips should both be facing your chair, your prop, the wall, whatever it is that you're using. So when you lift that leg back and bending over, we're not opening the hip, we're letting it fall. We want our hips in line. Reach back with that back leg, really reaching. Getting into a front hip strength. Relax the neck. Inhale and exhale. Reaching back with that heel. Hip is down. It helps to pull your straight leg hip back a little to drop the leg that's back. Drop that hip. Inhale and exhale, two more. Very nice, lowering down. Little bicycle. And reaching back with the other foot. Reaching out with the heel, keeping the hip down. Thinking of your hips, both facing the chair, not collapsing, not open. Inhale and exhale. Reaching with the back leg. Micro bend in the supporting knee. Breathing in, breathing out. Hips are even. Inhale and exhale. Two more breaths. Very nice, and lowering the leg back down, bending the knee, pushing the ground away to stand up. Little bicycle. We're going to move into a standing side stretch. So inhaling our arms up and over. Lowering one hand to your support, if you'd like, or to your hip if you'd rather. Stretching over, and it's not about where your arm goes. That can even tuck behind your back if you want, or out to the side. Think of your ribs and your hip really reaching for that opposite wall. So reaching for the wall. Got a nice compression on one side, a nice stretch on the other. Inhale and exhale. Neutral head, whatever feels good. Really allow yourself to reach with the ribs and hip. Nice deep breath, filling the lungs, feeling the stretch. Exhaling, maybe finding a little more range. And then engaging the top hand, reaching out and up, bringing us back to standing. Again, engaging our whole body to bring us back to standing. Lowering that arm down. Arms up, inhale, exhale, other arm down. Reaching with the opposite arm. Shoulder in the same plane as the hips. It's about the ribs and the hip. Nice stretch. Inhale and exhale. Relax the face. Find a stretch that you can enjoy. It's about strength, being stronger, our balance, but it's also really just about letting go and enjoying. Breathe in, breathe out. Find your happy place. Two more breaths. Good, and then engaging that upper arm, reaching for the ceiling, up, up, standing and drifting the arm down. Very nice. I want to go back to that breath we did at the very beginning with our elbows down. Doing it in a standing pose, we're going to inhale, reach up, palms facing each other, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Make sure you're not locking the knees. Inhale up. Exhale down, holding here, breathing. And then we're going to do our 2 count breath with up, up, down, down. So inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Really reaching, inhale, exhale. Thinking about the shoulder, even the back, shoulder, elbow. Engaging that whole side body with your reach. 2 more. Last one. Very nice. Then lowering the arms down. Let's stand in mountain for a moment. That was a lot for our legs, a nice stretch for the side body and arms. Just close your eyes for a moment. Drop the chin slightly. Feel your balance. Your contact with the floor. The energy in your muscles. Breathing in, breathing out. Very nice. We're going to come to our full balance pose now for our tree balance. So finding your spot for tree, feeling your feet, standing with your back against a wall or next to a prop, feeling your feet back and forth, side to side, just getting in touch with your contact points. Then coming to stillness, shifting the weight over into your first foundation leg, tiny little micro bend in the knee just for support, bringing our other knee up, moving it out, and finding your spot for today. That might be the floor with your heel resting on your calf, maybe the foot's on the calf. If you're really bendy in your hip, challenge to put the leg kind of on the thigh in front of the knee, not in front of the knee, above the knee. Never on the knee. And then just finding your spot for the hands. That might be overhead, out to the side. We're drawing our strength up from the ground, up our body, hugging our spine with our body all the way up, drawing in that strength to our core for balance. Again, enjoying the balance. Find something that helps you just enjoy this practice. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice, 2 more breaths. Very nice. Bringing the knee in, lowering down, dropping it. Little dance. And then bringing the knee back up, the other knee, balancing into our stabilizing foot. Knee out and down for this leg, whatever spot that is. Toes on the ground, side of the calf. Calf on the front of the thigh. Inhale and exhale. Challenge to close the eyes. Raise the arms overhead. Relax the face. Drawing that spine, drawing our strength up the spine toward the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Drawing our knee in, dropping the foot, lowering the leg. A gentle movement. Balance is so important for us to do on each side. Just a little bit of that practice every day is so important. And then engaging both legs with our practice, we'll come up to our tiptoes. So make sure your ankles don't collapse, maybe a little up, down first, just to sort of warm up the ankles, making sure they're straight. And then lift up to your range. Challenge to, that's not gonna work for me today. Up to the toes and down, all the way up to your range and down, and then holding at the top of your range. Strong legs, straight ankles. If your ankles are collapsing, come down a bit. Finding that balance as you move and your body adjusts, just allow it to do that. Hold on, let your body muscles work. 2 more breaths. Good, and slowly lowering down. Give the ankles a little twist. Shake out the legs. We're gonna do our Warrior 2 sequence, and you can do this standing if you'd like. I'm gonna do it in the chair today, I think. But you can do it standing or in the chair, whatever your preference for your practice is today. So if you're in the chair, your knee is up to the seat of your front leg. We're gonna stretch your back leg back. And Warrior 2, so we have one knee that's bent in the front. We're looking out past that bent knee, stretching with the arm. Back leg is straight if you can, toes pointed toward the screen, perpendicular to the front toes. Option, you can always move your leg in or bend the back knee. But settle into your position, reaching with Warrior 2. Really feeling the power in your legs, even though you're in a chair. Feeling grounded through your feet, pushing, activating those feet. So you're pushing your toes and the back edge of your back foot kind of away, like you're spreading the mat between your feet. Really engage those legs, even from the seated position. Reaching with the fingers, powerful all body engagement. Inhale and exhale. Sometimes it's nice to close the eyes in a position like this and really feel the inhale and the exhale, activation of the muscles. Very nice. One more breath. Very nice. Lowering the back arm. Front palm is up now. We're going to lift that palm up, following it with the face. Bringing a slight back bend and twist. Only come to your range. Once you found your range, you can stop. If that's too much for your shoulder, you can lower the hand, keeping the back in the same position. Inhale and exhale. No pressure in the back hand. Keeping our feet activated. Inhale and exhale. Good, 2 more. Very nice. Then coming forward, lowering the forearm to the knee. We'll take our straight arm and reach overhead, creating a line from our ankle, the edge of our back foot, all the way up through the body to the hand. You can look down at the front toes or out at the floor, a couple feet ahead of you, whatever feels nice for your neck, but really feeling the outside of your edge of your foot, up your ankle, calf, knee, hip, ribs, shoulder, elbow, fingers. Inhale and exhale. Strong reach, activated feet. Two more breaths here. Very nice. Then reaching with that front hand, reaching, pulling up, bringing us to seated, and lowering the arm. Breath or two. Now, if you're in the chair, bending that back leg toward the front, and then swinging that leg around, adjusting on the other side. If you're standing, shifting your weight, you're turning the toes out on the straight leg side, preparing for the bend. So bending the front knee if you're standing, or settling in, activate the feet. So we've got the back edge of the back leg, pushing against the mat, stretching out with the front toes, arms out over the legs. Really feel those feet. Even though it's a seated posture, it really can energize the legs. If you're activating the feet, maybe the kneecap on the straight leg comes up a bit because you're really pulling in with the upper leg. Inhale and exhale, so strong. Closing the eyes if that feels nice, being in touch with your breath. Reaching. Inhaling and exhaling, activated feet, reaching the fingers out, so strong. 2 more breaths. Very nice. Then lowering that back arm. Front palm is up, reaching that front palm up, following it with the face to your stopping point. Hand looking at the palm. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling the difference in your breath now with the front of the ribs open. Little compression in the backside body. Inhale and exhale, not pushing on the back leg. Strong feet, drawing that strength in your arm all the way up from your feet. Two more breaths, we can do it. Good, reaching the hand up, bringing it forward to our forearm on the knee. And then thinking of our foot from the side of our foot, ankles, knee, hip, ribs, shoulders, elbow, activating our stretch all the way up through the fingers. This strong line from our foot to our fingers. Inhaling and exhaling. Relax the hand over the bent knee. Feel the breath. Feel the difference in this posture from the last. Closing the eyes if that feels good. Being in touch with the breath and the hold. Relaxing the face, engaging the feet, reaching with the hand. Two more breaths, so strong. Very nice. Then activating that front hand, reaching up, floating it down, sitting for just a moment. And then bending that back leg. If you're standing, bringing both legs together. And coming back to the chair if you're standing. Then we're going to do our front fold. We're going to do our inversion. Find the spot that you like. The block, elbows on the knees, hands on the ground if that's accessible. But find that spot that lets your head hang relaxed, whatever that is for you today. Maybe taking a nice deep breath, letting yourself fall in, head hanging. You can nod. Once you're down in your inversion, a nice deep breath, feeling all the spots where you might be holding tension, and exhaling those out. Hips, shoulders, back. Always coming up if at any point it feels uncomfortable. Inhale and exhale. Relax the face, relax the tongue. And just let yourself enjoy this inversion for about another minute. Bringing your awareness to your hands. Some slight movement. And then slowly, one hand at a time, hand to the top of the knees. I'm just going to slowly lift the head, pushing the knees away with the hands. Reorienting, chin down, eyes open, light, soft gaze. Just coming back in to your seated posture. Very nice. Then bringing the knees together a bit. For a counter posture, we're going to put the arms back behind and either hold onto the chair or just reaching back, holding onto the bottom of the chair. And reach forward, really a nice reach forward with the heart space, chin up, little back bend to counteract our front inversion. A couple of nice deep breaths here, feeling the effects of the breath. Good, and then tucking the chin, Pulling yourself up there with the back arms. Little shoulder roll. And going into our twist, we'll do our side twist in the chair. It's just so accessible. It really helps settle into the twist, allow yourself to think really about your ribs, your side body, your shoulder, everything, just by having that chair there for a nice, gentle prop. So we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, belly, ribs, shoulders. Looking over the back shoulder, just hands for gentle support on the chair, not gripping. Relax the feet. Relax the face. Maybe closing the eyes if that feels nice. And taking a nice deep inhale, really feeling that kind of massage stretch from the inside. And then a slow exhale through the nose, maybe finding a little more range within your gentle range. Maybe letting something go. Looking out past the shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do 3 more breaths here. Nice meditative twist. Very nice. Unwinding slowly, head, shoulders, ribs, belly. And then just a little counter twist in the other direction. Just looking over the opposite shoulder, just for a moment and coming back. It's always nice in yoga to do one thing and then just do it in the opposite direction. So we'll shift over to our other side. Grounding in your seat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, belly, ribs, shoulders, head looking over the back shoulder. Gentle support from the chair, not gripping. Relax the face. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe you close your eyes. Feeling the effects and strength of the breath with a nice deep inhale. Letting go, finding range with an exhale. Allowing this twist to put you in touch with your side, your back, your shoulders, your neck, even side of the face. Inhale and exhale. Meditative twist, 3 more breaths. Let yourself fall in. Very nice. Unwinding head, shoulders, ribs, belly. And a little counter twist in the other direction. And back. Gently moving the knees forward. And inhaling our arms out. Exhaling in. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. Think about your range with your breath. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. And then we'll hold out Holding the posture, not the breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Think about your range. Stretching that front body. Bringing the shoulder blades closer together if possible. Using the breath for strength. One more breath. And then exhaling, crossing at the elbows. Holding, breathing. Massaging the back of your shoulders, shoulder blades, top of the shoulders, little fingertip massage, little squeezes. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then we'll inhale, opening the arms. Nice big stretch. Exhale, opposite shoulder, opposite arm on top. Finding that nice massage, squeeze, fingertips, shoulder blades. Breathing in, breathing out, top and back of the shoulders, whatever feels good. And then out, gently dropping the arms. I'd like you to interlace your fingers, sort of like you were gonna make, with your palms touching. Fingers are interlaced, palms touching, just hands together. Elbows are out. And then opening your palm, so your fingers are laced, it's sort of almost like the palms are facing the ground. Then I want you to drop one wrist, and so you're almost taking that palm toward the underneath of the opposite arm. So the top arm, top hand has a down wrist stretch, bottom arm has a back stretch. And let yourself breathe. Breathing in, breathing out, getting into those muscles in our forearms. So many tendons affected by our typing and everything that we do. 2 more. Good, and then gently moving back to neutral. So fingers are laced. Now, however you laced your fingers, look at your hands and just lace them the other way. Opposite index finger in front, closer to you. So fingers are still interlaced, palms facing down. Now we're gonna let the top hand drop, bottom palm stretching up toward the underneath of the top arm. So we've got our top hand, wrist stretching down, bottom arm, wrist stretching back. Nice engaged fingers. Inhale and exhale. Just like our legs and back and sides. Muscles really engaging with the breath. Our hands and arms can do it too. Inhale and exhale. Relax those muscles in the top hand. Very nice. Then gently coming back to neutral as a big stretch. Stretching both arms out, palms sort of toward the screen. And then bending the elbows in, flipping the hands, back of the hands toward the screen, just reaching with your shoulders all the way through your knuckles. Very nice. And fingers back, stretching with the opposite hand, pulling those fingers back. And then gently down, gently. Use that thumb of your supporting hand to just give yourself a little massage there at the top, right where your thumb meets the wrist. Such a lot of activity right there in that joint. Nice, opposite hand, fingers back, nice pull. Very nice, then down, pushing the back of the hand, palm facing you. Little massage with your free thumb there on the hand that's down. Good, shake it out. Let's point and flex the ankles. Point and flex. Point and flex. And windshield wiper the ankles. The windshield wiper the toes, get the ankles side to side. Keeping the lower legs still, but windshield wiper the feet. And now rolling the ankles slowly. Big circles, biggest circles you can make with your feet. Opposite direction, big circles. And now straightening the legs. Straightening the legs. Let's put one leg down. I'll put one leg down, straighten that leg, toe pointed, little circle with the big toe. So just a little circle, whole leg is engaged. Think your hip is making that big toe make a circle. Opposite direction, engage the leg, whole leg, little circle. Very nice, lower that leg, other leg, point, whole leg point, engaging from the hip all the way down the leg, little circle with the toe. Good, opposite direction, whole leg is engaged. Breathing in, breathing out, don't hold the breath. Very good. Tap it out. Let's just bring one knee out, up underneath our, kind of underneath our elbow, underneath our shoulder. Just a little stretch. And down, opposite knee, out, just kind of bringing it out. Inhaling and exhaling. Did a lot there with the legs and the hips today, and down. And then stretching your arms up, clasping the fingers, putting your clasped fingers behind your head, if that feels good. If that doesn't feel good, fingertips are fine. But if you can clasp your hands behind your head, think of cat-cow for just your head. So we're gonna exhale, chin tuck, forehead down, only to where it feels good. Exhale, inhale, chin up, face up. Let's do a few more of these, just within your range. Two more, nice and slow with your breath. Very nice. That's definitely something sort of cat-cow for the head that you can do sitting, even cooking, typing, all of that. That's a good one. Little shoulder roll. So before we come into our Savasana, whatever is comfortable for you, either changing your position, getting some wiggles out, putting a blanket over you if it's cool where you are, or you'd like your feet covered, whatever would feel nice. So settling in, to your peace. Thoughts are set aside. Allowing yourself this time with you and your practice and your breath. Just breathing in, breathing out. Soaking in all of the movement, all of the strength. So many things you bring to your practice. And so many things our practice does for us. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bringing your awareness back to your mat. Deepening the breath. Eyes remaining closed as you come back in. Awareness and gentle movement to the fingers and toes. Gentle movement back into the body. Coming back up gently to seated if you'd like, if you're lying down. Or staying lying down, that is good too. Gently opening the eyes, reaching the hands up and into our heart space, Anjali Mudra. Being aware of our practice and the joy that it can bring and the joy that we can take with it into our day. And may we have peace and joy and love and light in our lives. And may we share that peace and joy and love and light with others. Namaste.